In OT's latest video roundtable, we partnered with Alcon to explore a key topic, contact lens discomfort. We brought 4 eye care practitioners together to discuss the theme, and we started by asking them for their thoughts on the term comfort.
The difficulty is when you're sitting with a patient, particularly with a new contact lens fit, and you ask them, how do your lens feel? We prompt them, grittiness, burning, stinging, and it may be none of that, but they find it difficult to put into words exactly how their lenses feel.
I very rarely talk to a patient about, I would say, contact lens comfort, because I think that's just quite an ambiguous word, actually. Comfortable is just like an old pair of slippers, isn't it? You know, I mean, I just think there are better words. I will sort of say to them, how are your lenses? And they'll maybe say fine. And then I might say, when do you take them out? And then when you take them out, why are you taking them out? Are you taking them out because I've shouted at you that you need to take them out and put your glasses on? Or are you taking them out because you can't stand them any longer? I think sometimes we have to ask more questions than, is it comfortable?
I think all too often, and perhaps it's one of the reasons why the level of dropout is as high as it is sometimes, is that patients get one experience of contact lenses. They don't work out for whatever reason. And then they think, oh, that's it. Contact lenses don't work for me. And they don't understand that there are lots of things that could be done to improve or enhance their experience of contact lens wear. If the problem is not addressed and they're allowed to just discontinue the lenses, they equate that one experience of contact lenses with the panoply of contact lenses that are, that's out there. And so I think that really the important thing is to get that message across to patients that there are lots of different things that can affect how successful they are in contact lens wear.
If you get a patient that's happy in their contact lenses, they are really, really loyal.
It also spreads across to family and friends as well. If you're giving somebody a good solution, they're going to talk to their friends.
If that level of dropping out, it's not just the contact lenses that we're losing. We're possibly losing, the professional fees, the pair of glasses, the pair of sunglasses and everything else. And that's quite a huge market.
During the conversation, the group discussed what they thought ECPs could do to proactively help patients with their contact lens wear.
We need to go through the pre-screening of all patients a little bit more, so we have an indication of where these complications are going to arise, as most of the guys here have said today. So we're expecting, after 2, 3, 4, 6 weeks, something to happen. How then do we start to resolve the issues that patient's going to have? We need to have systems in place where we can take these patients by the hand, check on them on regular occasions to see how they're doing.
Sometimes time is probably the biggest limiting factor, because that limits how many questions you can ask in a session. So targeting the right kind of questions, so having maybe your own little checklist in your mind that you're asking, that is a good starting position. Then from there, expanding and probing to ask the right questions is what you learn from seeing lots of patients, I guess, and more experience that you get.
We've actually now, very much appointed a contact lens buddy, and her job now is that she's actually going to be calling people. So when I finish with them, even though I say, where I am, I mean, they always have, my new contact lens patients always have a mobile phone number. So if there's any issues or anything, they can call. And I've said to them, I don't care if it's 10 o'clock at night. If you're struggling, I'd rather know about it. But this is a buddy, and we say, in tomorrow she is going to call you. What's the best time? So that they have open communication.
Another point for discussion during the roundtable was asking the group for their thoughts on the importance of offering a range of products to contact lens patients.
I think we have a duty as a practitioner to inform patients that there are better products on the market and for them to try them.
The one thing that most people will respond to is, this is the latest technology, this is the latest thing. Because most people these days want to be up to date. They want to have what they perceive as being the best. And usually in most people's minds, latest, newest equals best.
At the end of the roundtable, We asked the 4 ECPs for their thoughts and reflections on the discussion.
It was great to get an insight into how other practitioners manage their contact lens practices.
I've taken an awful lot from it and will hopefully learn from it and have better contact lens patients as well.
It was great to share ideas and learn from different eye care professionals. At work it's so easy to fall into a bit of an echo chamber, so fantastic to have different viewpoints.
It's nice to mix with other practice owners. It can be a bit lonely sometimes when you're just in a practice on your own.
I think what really emerged from the discussion was the critical value of good communication between practitioner and patient, especially in the early contact lens wearing phase.
Chatting with the round table, I think it's made us realise that perhaps we can't put words in our patients' mouths, and we need to try and ascertain from their lifestyle just how they're finding their contact lenses and getting them to tell us how they feel.
It was fun, useful, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
I think sometimes we just need to remind ourselves that as professionals, we're the expert in the relationship with our patients. If we're not careful, we can very easily give that away and the patient becomes the lead. Linking back to some of the key takeaways from this, we talked about time. It's vital that we give our patients that time when we ask the questions, listen to their answers, and that builds the rapport, and from that comes the trust. And it's the trust that makes the difference between being merely a professional and a trusted expert.